England, Holly, they did look good last night against the Orchids.
They did. They were really impressive, and I'm sure they're going to give the girls a run for the money out there today.
So here come the English side. They have a professional league in the UK, 8 teams in fact. It's aligned with the Super League. Started a few years ago. They then aligned themselves with the Super League in 2017. So things are going on nicely there. But the Jillaroos, well, they were awesome last night, led by Ali Brigginshaw against New Zealand.
Oh, you're spot on. Oh, amazing. The Jillaroos last night, all led by, like you said, Ali Brigginshaw. Just she was good to watch, set up a couple of tries, but what I love most about it, she's seen an opportunity, she took it, put a beautiful little kick in and scored a 5-point try. Absolutely amazing performance. I'm expecting another game from her exactly the same as the way she played last night.
So Australia have not lost in any form of rugby league for 2.5 years. And there's Jess Surges, the player of the year. And I think we'll get a real sense of where these teams are at. I think we know the Australians are very good, but we'll get a real good look at England. Once these 18 minutes are done, we'll make a proper assessment. So we're underway here as the sun breaks through once again, and Shaylee Bent makes her first appearance at this tournament. And she plays it now. There's Millie Boyle, straight and hard. Australia now with Brigginshaw. A nice pass out to Isabel Kelly. Away from one, away from another, away from a third. Just stopped in time there by Gaskin. Now it comes out to the right here. Good contact, although Bent gets away. Then the pass to Surges, but she's smashed here by Hardcastle, who proved yesterday she can put on a big tackle. And a little grubber here from Kira Dibb. And there's work to be done here now. Work to be done. And Tara Jane Stanley has nowhere to go, and that is going to be a dropout.
Yeah, really good set there by the Jillaroos. Beautiful carry there by Isabel Kelly. Gets them into the backfield. Nice little kick and a great kick chase there as well. They get a repeat set now. For the Poms, they've got to be real careful, especially with the attack and brilliance of this lady here, Ali Brigginshaw.
So Brigginshaw here. Oh, she does it on her own. Brigginshaw all the way. They hung off her. They thought she was going to pass. And she goes for the 5 points. And she gets it as well. What a start from Ali, just picking up from where she left off last night.
Oh, how good is she? Here she is here. Look, sees an opportunity. And as she gets a chance, she's pointing where she wants to play. Nice little left foot step. And again, left foot, does it all herself. And then tries every little bit to get over into that bonus zone, and she does. What a beautiful try that was there by Ali Brigginshaw.
Isn't that the oldest trick in the book, to point and then do the opposite? She's got him fooled, Ali.
Holly, what's it about, Ali Brigginshaw? Why is she so good? What does she do?
Honestly, I'm not sure what her secrets are, but yeah, she's just a phenomenal player, and you just see there, like, she's so dangerous off that left foot.
So the conversion was good. Australia out to an early 7-0 lead. We now get to see England with possession here for the first time, as they work down the short side. This is Faye Gaskin, who's wrapped up. And now Georgia Roach getting it on to the support player there. Looks like Cunningham. So England just getting through their tackles here. There's Gaskin. Little 1-2 with Marshall. Now comes to Rudge. On to Williams. And back to Gaskin, but no match there for the Australian defence. So the 5th and final play now for the Lionesses, and it's Marshall who scored 2 tries yesterday doing the kicking. And a little tester, but comfortably taken in the end by Robinson.
Dan just pointed out that the Jillaroos defence absolutely perfect there. They kept their line. The ball was moving across the field. No one come out. It was just beautiful and well defended there by the Jillaroos.
Great vision again from Brigginshaw, just picking out the offside player. Her vision is just pristine. So a chance here for back-to-back tries. We wait for a ball. There it is. And now Australia on their way again. And first to hit it up, Felicia Harden, playing her first match in this tournament. Now, Eddie Welsh gets it on here. That ball's been knocked down, and that will be an Australian ball. That will be a changeover, where we don't play scrums unless there's a double infringement. So Australia will get this just outside the 10.
There's a big set here for England. They've got to hold them out here. They've got to have a really big defensive set. It's going to be a tough one for them.
Well, they played on the 20. And here's McGregor. Now back to the open side. And a good strong tackle on Harden there. And Sydney Rooster will play it. It comes out to Dibb. Now Brigginshaw delays the pass. Boyle gets it on. This is a chance. This is Tungai. She got it down. All muscle there from Shakaya Tungai, and Australia a double-digit lead.
Again, nice ball movement there by the Jillaroos. You've got Millie Boyle standing out there in the centres. Gets a nice little pass off there to Tungai. He gets a little bit of footwork on and doesn't really try and put a footwork on the fullback there. Just runs straight over him, barges over and slams the ball down. That's a beautiful try by the Jillaroos, and I'll tell you what, they're going to be hard to stop this next 3 to 4 minutes.
I think Shaq thinks she's a front rower sometimes, the way that she runs and carries that ball. So I'm sure, yeah, she backed herself to run over top of that fullback then.
Your teammate at the Dragons, she's from the Gong. She played the Origin this year for New South Wales. She has 6 brothers and sisters. All right, so now here's an awkward bounce, and Kelly's all over it. Now gets it on. Here goes Tungai, looking for number 2, but gets it on inside to Aiken. It was good play there by Tungai to keep that alive. Brigginshaw. Now to Harden.
They've got to go right.
And that's where Aiken goes. Brigginshaw. Oh, she's everywhere. And they'll get the numbers. Corbin McGregor will stroll over. And now they open up a 15-0 lead.
Yeah, just go back to the kickoff. Beautiful work there by the Jillaroos. Isabel Kelly comes up with a beautiful little bouncing ball. They get down there, and again, Ali Brigginshaw, she just sets up play perfectly, gets the English squad with all their numbers on one edge, shifts the ball straight over to the right. McGregor gets over for a beautiful try.
Fun fact, guys, that was the 100th try so far this tournament, so Corby's got the 100th, yep.
Yeah, good 100 tries already.
Yeah. Have we still not seen a hat-trick?
We haven't seen a hat-trick.
It's unbelievable.
Well, Feld had his opportunity in the last game, but he passed it.
So Corbin, sprint coach, not much sprinting needed there. And yet again, Australia get to the restart first, but this time the ball's been lost. So England gets some rare possession. Managed to put a few tries on against the Orchids, but this is different gravy as Crowell is put on her back. Now Gaskin, the show and go, pushing away from Surgis. Faye Gaskin into the backfield, but she runs out of steam as Surgis on a second attempt.
Showed some good speed there, Jess Surgis, didn't she?
You're not going to outrun her anytime soon.
So here's Crowell trying to get that arm free. Oh, that's Gaskin who's gone down, and she's been one of England's best in this tournament. Here's Emily Rudge. Oh, straight into Julia Robinson. And Betty Welsh there as well. Last tackle, short side, and it's not going to come off here for England, and Australia hold on again.
Well, it was building nicely there for England. They come up with a beautiful little break. Unlucky for them that had Jess Surgis in the side to come and make a beautiful tackle. But their defence, I just can't go past the Jillaroos' defence. It's unbelievable. They all know their job, they know their role, and they're doing it perfectly at the moment.
So here's Boyle now down the middle. Australia, and they get their 4th try before the break. Now, it looks like New Zealand versus England a little later will decide Australia's finalists. What a pass that is. And Tungai down the sideline. She's got a runner on the inside. The pass is loose, but they hold on to it. As Surgis goes to ground. Final play. They go to the right again, although now the switch as it comes back inside. And here goes Jess Surgis. And it's a try. So the player of the year gets over. And Australia get their 4th.
Yep, again, beautiful work by the Jillaroos. But we're going to go all the way back to that pass down this short edge at about halfway line from Kira Dibb. It was a pearler straight down to find the winger and get down to the backfield. She's backing up. She couldn't get the pass. The ball was bouncing. They had their opportunity to go right, but they come back infield, find Jess Surgis back up the middle, scores a beautiful try.
Well, that's about as clinical a 9 minutes as you can get as the Jillaroos march on. They lead England 23 points to 0 at the break.
7, 9, that's right.
Welcome back. We're at Bankwest Stadium. We're about to commence the second half of the Jillaroos contest with England, the Lionesses, and it is all one-way traffic. There's the Fijians. We'll see them shortly. Viliami kick-out, Suliasi Vunivalu. Good to see him out and about. And here we are getting some performance from the Jillaroos. Looking to keep a team scoreless. That has not happened in this tournament to date, men's or women's. So it's England here with first use. They had a couple of good chances in the first half, but they just could not crack the yellow wall. And commentary here with Holly Wheeler and Luke Lewis. As England, it looks like their tournament will come down to a clash with New Zealand. And unless there's draws involved, then for and against won't matter all that much. They'll certainly want to go in with a better showing in their second period. A Surgis goes for the steal. He rips it out, but that'll be a penalty to England.
Yeah, she was going there for a while. She's got on the ground. She's just got it out too late. I think it was a penalty that was definitely needed there by the Poms. They've got to come up with some sort of play. They've got to start to threaten this Jillaroos defensive line, because at the moment they're not looking threatened at all.
So here comes England now. And it's tapped on by Cunningham, who gets it on. It looks like Roach. So England now, can they crack the scoreboard? Crowell gets it on to Marshall. Loose pass. Out to Stanley. She did some excellent things yesterday against the Orchids. Gets rid of one, gets rid of another. Then the offload. That was nice. As England bring it back towards the middle. Oh, heavy defence there as Gentles is put away. And Surgis, she's been in everything, good and bad. Mostly good.
That's textbook Jess Surgis. Loves flying in and putting pressure on that player.
That has been a real key of this tournament, hasn't it? Just the brutality of the women's section. We've seen some big hits from most sides. So now here's Marshall. He's looking for a third try in this tournament. Taken down by Boyle. And here's Cunningham as it comes out to Hardcastle. 2 tackles left here for England. Now Marshall does want to get rid of it. It comes back to Crowell. Now it comes on to Georgia Wilson, and England are on the scoreboard. Nice try there from the Lionesses.
Was that Williams? That was a beautiful try. The Poms, they needed to come up with something like that. They had a couple of opportunities there, and again it was Marshall. Looked like she was getting close to getting over the line. Flicks out of a few tackles from the Jillaroos. Gets a nice little offload. They go back to the left. A little fake kick. It was a beautiful little try from Wilson there. And the Poms are on the board. Now they've got to hold the ball and get another opportunity to get down in that end of the field and try and get some more points on the board in the next 5.5 minutes or so.
So certainly something to be encouraged by there, given the shutout in the first half. And now we'll see what Australia can do with the ball. They've already scored a stack of tries in this game. There's a little show and go from Kira Dibb. So Dibble now play it. And comes out here to Harden. Pass is loose, but Brigginshaw will clean it up. And now, oh, that's outrageous. That is an outrageous dummy. And then the perfectly timed pass as Tungai is closed down. But just Brigginshaw, a class above. And they send it on out here to McGregor. Already has a try. This time she sends it on to Penatani. And just like that, Australia hit back.
Well, let's just go back to Ali Brigginshaw down that short edge. It was Sean Johnson-like. The old big dummy, hides the ball behind the back, keeps going up the short edge. Beautiful draw and pass. She was down in the backfield there for a little bit. But the Jillaroos, they get their opportunity. They keep going out. They get the ball to McGregor. And again, a nice little simple pass there to find Penatane to get her try. And I'll tell you what, they're looking unbelievable at the moment. I don't know how any teams beat this Jillaroos side.
Do you rest her for the next game? She looks like she's having too much fun. She won't want to sit on the bench.
She won't want to.
Yeah, absolutely. She looks like she doesn't want to come off the field.
Nah, she's a competitor and she'll keep going all day.
So the conversion was good. Australia now out to a whopping 29 points to 4 lead. So they handled New Zealand comfortably last night, and they're doing an even better job on the Lionesses this afternoon. They take on the Orchids later on before the final. And here Shona Hoyle is swallowed up, but she does well to get the pass on to Stanley. And nice footwork there from Tara Jane. Stanley, and then Crowell is closed down. Excellent tackle there from Corbin McGregor. Now here's a nice dart from Cunningham. England back inside Australia territory. There's a kick that will find the in goal. And work to do here for the last try scorer, Penatani. Look out, Penatani's away, and she burns off 3 of them, and now there's no one in front of her. Penatani, Tiana, now they're closing in on her. 20 to go, 10 to go. No! What a tackle! Kelsey Gentles with a beauty, but now on the next play, Julia Robertson under the bar. But what about that chase?
That chase from Gentles was unbelievable. There was no one in the backfield, comes up with an ankle biter and pulls her up a half a metre short of the try line. But Penatane, she deserved that try. That was a huge play. She gets the ball from about 5 metres in her own in goal, comes up a massive, massive run. You could see the fatigue start to kick in as she got over the halfway line. But again, the Jillaroos, they get up and get a quick play of the ball. They dive over for another try. But what about the effort there from the Poms just to get back into the backfield and stop them from scoring a try?
She's come from the other side of the field and chased her down. And I mean, Tiana's no slow player, that's for sure. So that's a massive credit for her.
And finishing it off there was Robinson. And again, the conversion successful. So this score really blowing out, and not surprisingly, Tiana coming off for a rest. As well credentialed Tiana, she won gold in the sevens, the rugby sevens at the Youth Olympics. And has plenty of rugby experience, but doing some excellent things in league. So we're inside the last 90 seconds now. Here's Crowell. Gets it on now with Marshall. Brigginshaw all over her. Maybe time for one more moment of Jillaroos magic. There's the kick here from Roach. Won't find the in goal. So they will get it back, Australia, with Robinson. Oh, the big don't argue. Good covering defence there from the kicker in Roach. Next, it's a game that's turned into the big one. Lebanon against Wales. Wales yet to win. If Lebanon can beat them, they will go through to the semi-finals. They'll do it without a couple of players who have been deregistered, but that controversy aside, it is the story of the tournament so far after their incredible win over England earlier today. So that's coming up here on the other side of the break, which is coming up shortly, as Australia with a couple of plays left. And here's Isabel Kelly with a bit of space. Isabel puts the foot down. Isabel Kelly will go all the way. And Australia, like their male counterparts, crack 40. And a wonderful way to finish as the Jillaroos, well, they are proving to be the standout team of the women's competition.
Yeah, well, thoroughly deserved this try here. Beautiful little outball there to Isabel Kelly. She gets into the backfield. Nice little swerve off her left foot. Scores a pearl of a try, but she's been excellent in this game today. She's come up with a couple of big plays, a couple of big carries, some nice passes, and a beautiful try there to finish the game off.
And the goal is good. Yet another conversion. It goes over. What a thumping win. Australia 42, England 4.